Hello and welcome to the 14th race of the Utica Home Track Series season here at Silverstone. This is one of our stops on the forward tour, the second stop on the tour before we head to Ruin Lace Asserts. Here is your starting grid. Everyone with an R next to name is a rookie. Now this track is known for producing first-time winners and upset victories. So we will have to see if that will happen today as the 42 cars roll past the screen right now. Unfortunately, there was more than 42 cars on the entry list, and quite a few drivers failed to qualify. Here are the drivers that failed to qualify right now. Rafael Esquivel, Vladimir Petrov, Nick Caps, Rose Tyler, Nicky Allen, Joseph Bryant, Basil Farnsworth IV, the regional drivers, Sam Young, Jerry Guerra, Willie Decker, Joshua Michaels, and Joey Beatty. But on pole was another upset pole sitter, Caitlin Stringer, car number 90. This car is only making its third career start, actually no, I believe second career start, and she's already gotten the pole, but she's going to get into the wall by Deon Scott. There's some cars in the barrier also, and Zachary Robinson in the lead. The first caution is on lap 1, well, incident. We don't have cautions on road courses, and look at this pile up. 3 cars get into the wall. Russell Arcuri is going to plow right into the wall. Michelle Cittadino also gets into the wall, along with Eric Schock and Bob Cortez, and this stack up is going to get more drivers involved. The cars keep scattering everywhere. This is absolutely insane. Let's take a look at onboard with Eric Schock to see the further back of the incidents. It's going to get turned, clips the wall, and goes flying. She got clipped by Bob Cortez in the A6X. It's going to get Michelle Cittadino involved as well. Let's take a look at the contact after the Arcuri incident where Megan Curley and Tyler Benoit, and whoa! Megan Curley's going to get just catapulted through the air in that number 20 machine, but she keeps it going. One more camera angle from this wreck, or maybe more actually. Tyler Benoit, look at this barrel roll. He's going to land on his rope. They'll have to flip him over. Okuyamadea, car number 06, just going to clip Julian Kenneth Jr. and both of them are going to go into the inside barrier hard. Another incident on lap 1. Conner Atwood, car number 84, is going to get off track in the turn. He's going to pull himself into the wall, and look at all those spots he's going to lose. And there's his teammate, William Duncan, and Dustin Caps as well. So the entire Duncan Motorsports team is wrecked in that turn. Not a good start for the points leader and his driver. Incident lap 1. Neil Evans in the same turn, only a little while later, is going to do the same exact thing, and he's going to put himself into that wall. This is a trouble turn on this racetrack, along with several other corners. And Neil Evans, now we're going to lose some spots in the early going. Zachary Robinson took the race lead away from Caitlin Stringer very early on, and is currently trying to run away with it ahead of Deon Scott. Now Zachary Robinson, we haven't really talked about much this season, as he's not been like one of the foremost players. We haven't really talked about him much since Megville back in race 2. But he must have some sort of road racing expertise. He's leading the field right now and doing a good job of it. Teammate Andrew Robinson was in the top 4 for qualifying. He's currently 3rd at the moment. So good job for the Robinson Motorsport boys today so far. Instant lap 2. Seth Cole, car number 52, in that same turn is going to get off course. And the 52 car is going to go slide. And Seth Cole's hoping this could be a redemption race for him, given that his teammate failed to qualify and he's still struggling to make it in. Seth Cole will have to try and work his way up though. Instant lap 2. John Cittadino and Neil Evans battling in that turn there. They're not going to do what was normally done there, but John Cittadino's going to get loose and go up into Neil Evans. Neil Evans is going to have another hard hit in that turn for the second lap in a row. And now Dylan Young tries to work his way through, and he's going to miss Neil Evans. John Cittadino not liking the start of this race already. Neither does Neil Evans. Instant lap 3. Treck Tauger, car number 60, the spinner rotors. Dodge, he's getting into the back of Brock McMahon, and he's going to put the 60 car into the wall. Now he's looking forward to doing. He's been really hoping that he can start working his way on the road course, and look at all the spots he's going to lose. Oh, whoa, more contact. Colin Bartel, Dom Caps. Thomas Beatty was a close call there, almost getting a part of that. And there's Conner Atwood again in the turn. He's having difficulties with that one section. Next week they're going to be running tribute schemes. They're hoping that they can maybe get something done. Zachary Robinson, car number 5, is battling with lap traffic, but he's going to get turned by Megan Curley. And the race leader on lap 5 is going to go into the wall. And whoa, he's flipping. car number 5 is flipping, just getting bombarded by other race cars like Brock McMahon, Brian Valentine, and Caitlin Stringer. Man, this was not what he was expecting going into this. Let's look at the onboard. Just going to get turned right into the wall. Going to get sent right back onto the racetrack right in front of other cars. And look at that car just go over as Air Shock makes heavy contact. Brock McMahon piles in as well. And not a good start to the race by Zachary Robinson as he thought it would have been. Dion Scott, the second place driver, is going to take the race lead. This is the first time he's led a lap in Utica Home Track Series competition. The 25 machine has only raced once before, and that was at Martinsville, where he had a decent run, but he was still several laps down. This is currently the best he's ever run, and he's ahead of the lap car Megan Curley, so hopefully he won't get spun out. Dion Scott riding the single car team, having a great run today. Russell Arcuri, car number 10, was the 2011 winner, and he won this race while being a go-or-go-home car, so he was the first upset winner here. Now Russell Arcuri is not having a terrible day. He sits in 12th, but he's hoping for a little bit better as the time goes on. Car number 10 has been kind of going back and forth this year, but been under the radar as well. He's become the Robert DeFrank of the Cittadino Web Motorsports team this season. Kind of hanging under the radar. But a decent run today. This could help him in the points if he stays there. Instant lap 8. Brian Benoit, car number 75. First race in a while. Ray Tackett is going to get off track, and he's going to get turned by Conner Atwood and goes into the wall. As we've said, Conner Atwood just having a horrible day in the 84 machine. And Ray Tackett not liking that turn either. Instant lap 9. Maria Camiso tries to pass on Andreas Allen's going to get a little loose as Andreas Allen wobbles a bit. And she's going to send that car into the wall. Maria Camiso's been looking for something to rejuvenate the season, but has not found it yet. She's considering maybe leaving the sport. Alex DiMarco, car number 51. He's currently doing pretty good, running in 3rd position with the single car team. He's running ahead of the lap car of Zachary Robinson, who had to go to pit road extensively. There's Jamie Murphy as well, but Alex DiMarco, who is having a great run this race, really looking for the points, and whoa, Jamie Murphy. I think Jamie Murphy might have a good car. That car just blew past the 51 machine. But Alex DiMarco looking for a good point state today. Instant lap 12. Megan Curley, car number 20, is going to get into the back of the race leader, send him off track. Megan Curley gets into the wall, and now it's a battle for that race lead as Andrew Robinson is going to try and work his way past. There's Brian Benoit, car number 75, the lap after that. He's going to have a mechanical issue. Now Andrew Robinson took the lead for one lap, but look at that. Ray Tackett is going to get into him, and Dion Scott's going to go back to the race lead. So an odd battle for the race lead here as Dion Scott and Andrew Robinson. Andrew Robinson's going to turn the 75 car. He's upset, and now this 43 car is going to lose even more positions. Andrew Robinson not happy with Brian Benoit, and Brian Benoit is going to limp back to pit road. Incident lap 14. Brock McMahon racing with Brian Valentine. That car, I don't know what happened. Something just failed with the turning on that car. He's just going to go way off track and plow into the Silverstone lettering on the side there. He would be lodged in the wall. They'd have to budge him free. Another incident on that lap right behind him. Matt Evans is going to have something similar happen. He's going to get off track and just avoid him. Yeah, it looks like our clip got cut short there. William Duncan, car number 83. He is the points leader going into this race, so he sits 20th on track at the moment. Now, William Duncan, last year we wouldn't think of him as being a road race ace as he skipped out on all the road races. He put Conner Atwood in the car. But this year he won his only career Utica Home Track Series win on a road course, and he's not doing too bad today. He's hoping that he can pick it up a little bit, though. Instant lap 15. Neil Evans running 3 wide with Dylan Young and Brian Benoit into the trouble turn. We all knew it was not going to go well. He's going to get lodged on that wall, and Dylan Young is going to go flying. Both of them would have to go to pit road. Instant lap 17. Matt Evans already did the wall ride once. He's going to try it again as he gets clipped by Matt Duell. And look at that car go airborne. And Matt Duell is going to go over as well. So double flips for these two drivers as they try and continue along their merry way. Matt Evans not particularly fond of the Silverstone circus. Never been really good to him. Instant lap 18. Caitlin Stringer, the pulsator, has fallen back quite a ways after the start of the event. It's going to get turned after getting into the back of Todd Benoit, who slid. And that car is also going to make some contact with one of the JFI cars. I can't see from this camera angle. Not many cameras over in that turn. Instant lap 20. Maria Camiso, car number 26, tries to get past Caitlin Stringer. He's going to clip the inside wall. He's going to collect Brandon Bayne. And both of those cars are going to go flipping. Maria Camiso, a pretty wild flip there. She heads back on track. He's going to clip William Duncan. It's not good for her as she tries to limp that car back onto the racing surface. And close call by Shock. Let's go on board with the 26 car, see what she saw. Yeah, just going to get clipped by Brandon Bayne, hit the inside wall, and look at that car tumble. And also, we got to check out this contact with William Duncan, see how severe it was. It was Mosley. And whoa, more trouble for the Gray Racing team. That is Jamie Murphy, who was running in 3rd place at the time. And that car is just going to just crap out on her. And that car would go out of the race. This is a huge disappointment for Jamie Murphy, who was looking to gain some points today. That car is stalled in the middle of the racetrack. Contact with David Yankee. So David Yankee's going to get a little bit of that. Unfortunate for Jamie Murphy. She's the first casualty of the day. Incident lap 21. Justin Benoit goes into the turn. His father gets sent off course, so is Ray Takula. And look at that. Father and son are just going to roll over each other in turn 1. They both get back in track. Samantha Yankee and Todd Benoit, also the entire Benoit family, is currently wrecked in turn 1. Wow, what an insane race so far. As we would give way to pit stops, as Dion Scott would lead them off with a couple other of the front runners. Now everyone would go down this lap as someone would hold out for one more lap. Incident lap 22. William Duncan's going to get turned by Esteves Cortez, and he's almost going to hit some bystanders who are watching the race. Thank God for that fence being there and holding him, or else that could have been some serious injuries to the crowd members. William Duncan drives it off. Incident lap 23. Alex Tanker, car number 34, last spot the race's way in to the event. He's battling down the straightaway with Matt Duell and Andreas Allen. Matt Duell just going to plow right into the back of him, and that car is going to go sliding off course. He was not happy with Matt Duell, and look at that, more cars, and look at how close that was as 3 cars go flying in front of Alex Tanker. Let's take a look at the onboard for this. You see him sliding through this grass here, and he's going to hit the grass barrier at the edge of the racetrack. But now he self-rights himself. Look at how close those cars. If he had turned that car around just a second sooner, he would have been clobbered by them. More contact on track here. And look at that, Colin Bartel. Car number 99 just going to flip in front of him. Lady Luck is on Alex Tanker's side for driver avoidance. Bob Cittadino would take the race lead, but soon give it up to go down pit road. He was leading with Brian Valentine. He's been looking for laps led. Incident lap 24. Dustin Caps battling with Samantha Yankee, going to collide with Ray Takula, who just came off pit road. Both of those cars going to go sliding. Ray Takula was not too happy about that, seeing that she just finished repairing damage on pit road. Nicholas Guerra and Shock also going to get slowed up by it. Incident lap 24. Not soon after that, in practically the same turn, Nicholas Guerra is going to turn Justin Caps around, and then he's going to get into one of the JFI machines, and that car goes around. More cars are going to pile in. I see Matt Evans there, Zachary Robinson, Treck Tauger. So a lot of contact going in through the turn 2 area. And another incident, lap 24. This was just after this. Treck Tauger's driving. He's going to get turned by Bob Cortez, and both those cars are going to go airborne. Treck Tauger with a flip, but he's going to keep it going, and Bob Cortez there. Treck Tauger really not enjoying this race at the moment. Incident lap 24. Russell Arcuri, car number 10. A little slow on track. He's going to get passed by Treck Tauger. You see Nicholas Guerra got off the racetrack. And look at this. Russell Arcuri is just going to get stalled. I don't know what happened there. This car's been starting and stopping. He's going to make a contact with Todd Benoit. And look at the 10 car wildly flip down the back straightaway. Russell Arcuri had another problem with this last year with starting and stopping on track. It's unfortunate that had to happen again. Marie Camiso breezes by. Incident lap 24. Andreas Allen's going to have a mechanical issue. Matt Evans tries to make the pass, but Matt Duell's going to get into the back of the 4 machine. And then Alex Tanker is going to get back into the slow number 4 car as well. Both of those drivers go into the wall, but luckily it wasn't as bad as the last time Matt Evans crashed in that turn. Dion Scott, car number 25, would regain the race lead, but close behind him is Alex DiMarco, car number 51, who's got a good run. They're going into the first turn, and Alex DiMarco is going to send the 25 car off track. The race leader has been wrecked by the second place driver, along with Michelle Cittadino and Maria Camiso, and Dion Scott had a radio broadcast that we cannot air. There was so much swearing on that. He is not happy. And look, Andrew Robinson's going to get off track. Oh, and there's Brandon Bayne. Let's see what happened to him first. Brandon Bayne, he's just going to get off track trying to avoid the entering car of Maria Camisa. Going to plow into the wall. And look at that flip. And Maria Camisa's going to get by him again. Brandon Bayne back on his wheels. Instant lap 25. Nicholas Guerra is just going to have a power outage on that car. Going to get turned by Treck Tauger and almost goes into the crowd there. Keeps it going. Oh, whoa! The race leader, Alex DiMarco, is going to make contact. And look at that. That car is slow. Instant karma for Alex DiMarco. He wrecked the race leader. He gets the race leader. He leaves the lap, but he makes contact with car number 6. And that car is limping around the racetrack right now. He would have to go to pit road and he would have to give up that race lead. Alex DiMarco not happy, but at least Dion Scott can smile a little bit. Instant lap 25. Michelle Cittadino running outside. Russell Arcuri is going to clip the wall and flip that green and purple number 69 car over in the first turn. Not been the best race for her as we had another incident on lap 25. Treck Tauger, car number 60, battling in this group of 4 cars. He's going to slide up the track into Esteves Cortez, and he's going to actually break part of that wall. They'd have to dislodge him from that and keep him on his merry way. Incident lap 26. David Yankee, a new sponsor, Dollhouse, which is a shoe company. That car is just going to stop in the turn. Going to get plowed by Oku Yamadea, and the pink and black machine is going to wreck into the final turn. David Yankee home for a little better today after finally getting a sponsor for this race weekend. But look at that, more contact. Alex DiMarco, sister Samantha Yankee, John Cittadino, all going to get involved. We'll have to see what happened there as David Yankee continues along. Here's a stationary camera at the edge of pit road. Looks like DiMarco and Cittadino made contact while DiMarco was heading to pit road. There's Yamadea, and Ray Taggy is just going to lose control. There's Jeffery Finguy going to get a piece of it, and William Duncan is going to avoid around the outside. Air Shock also gets near it. Everyone keeps rolling. Bob Cittadino, car number 04, is going to be your race leader. Now that Dion Scott and Alex DiMarco are wrecked, Andrew Robinson's the second place vehicle. But Dylan Young is really slowing up the pack here. He's got a car that's off pace, but he's trying to keep the spot. Look at that car to the outside. It's Andrew Robinson, car number 43, going to take the race lead again. And this time he's got the preferred line on Dylan Young, so he's going to work past him. Andrew Robinson's now your race leader. Instant lap 26, Dustin Caps, car number 48. He's going to slide into the back of the 08 car of Andreas Allen. Alex Tanker's going to get a piece of it as well. They both slide off track. I think that's kind of a Dustin Caps' fault. He could have avoided the 08 car. He had plenty of opportunities to, and just kind of piled into the back of him, not paying attention. We had another incident on lap 29. Maria Camisa in the same turn, in the same way, is going to wreck. That turn has been really causing a lot of trouble to people. Last year, the only driver that really had trouble there was Andreas Allen, so it's kind of shocking to see all these drivers having issue. Thomas Beatty, car number 11, the only Phoenix, Indiana motorsports driver on track, and he's doing quite well for himself, as he currently sits in the 4th place position. So Thomas Beatty having a great run today. You wouldn't think it. He's not known for road course racing. He's more of a speedway driver, and also he's been kind of overshadowed by brother Joey. But the Beatty brothers becoming the Aurelios of the 2013 season. Instant lap 32. Brian Valentine, car number 66, who's running in right ahead of the 11 car. Actually, is going to make a pass on Colin Bartella. It's not going to work. He's going to go into the wall, and Thomas Beatty is going to gain himself a position. And look at all these positions that Brian Valentine has lost, though I think quite a few of these guys are a lap down, so it may not be as bad as it looks. Instant lap 33. Dom Caps running right ahead of Thomas Beatty. He's going to get turned around. Dom Caps was a slow car. He's going to go barrel rolling, and the former points leader is going to flipping in the turn. A lot of bad luck having the drivers near Thomas Beatty. We might call him Bad Luck Beatty from now on. Instant lap 33. Look, even more bad luck. Caitlin Stringer is going to get passed by him. And look at that contact between teammates. The dual racing cars are going to clip each other, and they're going to go spinning. Bad Luck Beatty is going to strike again as Caitlin Stringer tries to keep that car going. That car was the pole setter, but has fallen way off pace since the start of the race. And look at that right behind her. Brian Valentine and Michelle Cittadino. Let's take a look at what happened here. I don't know what Michelle Cittadino was doing and why she needed to spin the 66 car, but she did, and Brian Valentine was not too happy about it, as that car has already lost enough positions as he gets passed by Samantha Yankee, who's actually still on the lead lap. Incident lap 34. Colin Bartel, car number 99, running in close behind Russell Arcuri, is going to get sent up the track by Bob Cittadino, and that car is going to go for a wall ride and a flip. Colin Bartel, the Megville winner, not having a good start to the foreign tour after 2 wrecks in England. Incident lap 33. Andreas Allen, car number 08, has had a lot of trouble in this section of the course. He's going to get turned by William Duncan. That car's going to go for an odd flip, and we have a report they actually clipped an audience member. They're taking them to the hospital. We'll hope they're all right. Incident lap 34. David Yankee, car number 04, is going to get sent off track. And look at that flip by the 07 machine. And he was doing so well too. He was running in the top 10, and that's a big turn down for the 07 car. Thomas Beatty is going to catch up to Bob Cittadino, who's still stuck behind Dylan Young. Dylan Young not giving him an inch of space. And look at that, Thomas Beatty, the 11 car, is going to move his way into second position. Good job by 11 car to use the 50 car to his advantage, but this 11 car has been great all day, and more bad luck following Thomas Beatty as Bob Cittadino is going to lose a position. Incident on the final lap, lap 37. Brian Valentine, car number 66, is going to go sliding up into the wall, almost flips it, but keeps on his wheel, again racing with Michel Cittadino. Not sure what the issue is there, but Valentine's still not happy. Another incident on the final lap. Alex DiMarco racing with Dustin Caps. He's going to get clipped by the 48 car, and that car is going to get sent way off course. Hit the wall hard. You see debris flying off that 51 machine. He's going to keep it going, but the race not as good as it was in the early stages. Incident lap 37. Dion Scott racing outside the 07 car of David Yankee. He's going to make contact with him, and they're going to both go off the course. Dion Scott, the race leader for a bit on track. Most laps led. He's going to go into the wall again. Not going to get the finish he was hoping for. Incident lap 37, the last incident during the race. Colin Bartel running in this gaggle of cars. He's going to slide up and collect Zachary Robinson, who led in the early stages. And both of those drivers are going to have to limp their way back to the finish line as cars continue to finish the race. But, speaking of Robinson, Andrew Robinson is going to come across the line as your winner. And the third year we've had an upset winner. The first year the winner was Russell Arcuri, who was not locked in, missed a lot of races on an unknown single car team. Next year, Joe Cole won in his second start. And now Andrew Robinson, who's just barely locked in, is going to win his first career Utica Home Check Series race. Congratulations to the Robinson Motorsports team. They did a great job, but one more incident happened during the post-race. 3 wide after the race ended. I think you'll know what's going to happen here, as Brian Benoit is going to get clipped by Seth Cole, and he's going to go spinning into the infield. Not as bad as you would think, but the 75 car, maybe not too happy with Seth Cole running 3 wide after the race has ended. Let's take a look at the race results. Andrew Robinson, your winner of the race, the rookie of the race as well, followed by Thomas Beatty, Bob Cittadino, Brian Valentine, William Duncan, Brock McMahon, Jeffery Finguy, Samantha Yankee, Conner Atwood, and Matt Evans running out of top 10. Matt Evans really hustling back. Justin Benoit, a brilliant finish for the 22 car. Then Camiso, Tanker, Kenneth Bless Jr., Seth Cole with a good run. Dion Scott and Alex DiMarco rounded the cars on the lead lap. Nicholas Guerra was a lap down, along with Dylan Young and Russell Arcuri rounding out the top 20. The pole sitter finished 21st, followed by John Cittadino, Ray Takeda, Eric Schock, Oku Yamadea, David Yankee, who had a poor finish, and Dustin Caps. Matt Duell was the first car 2 laps off the pace, followed by Robinson, Curley, Evans, Cortez, Tauger. Then Bob Cortez was 3 laps down, along with Colin Bartel and Tyler Benoit, and Brian Benoit as well. Andreas Allen and Michel Cittadino were 4 laps off the pace. Brandon Bayne and Dom Caps were 5 laps off. And Jamie Murphy was the only casualty of the day, finishing 42nd with a disappointing run. Let's take a look at the top 35 in the point standings and the drivers that are locked in to ruin Lengths of Certs. William Duncan is your points leader by quite a bit over Brian Valentine. That's followed by Matt Evans, Jeffery Finguy, Bob Cittadino, Dom Caps, Brad McMahon, Dustin Caps, Colin Bartel, and Russell Arcuri rounding out that top 10. Followed by Julian Campbell Jr. and Jamie Murphy's going to lose a lot of positions today. Brandon Bayne, David Yankee, who's going to gain a little bit. Megan Curley, Maria Camiso, Todd Benoit is going to lose heavily. Zachary Robinson, Nicholas Guerra, and John Cittadino rounding out your top 20, followed by Samantha Yankee, Andreas Allen, Neil Evans, Ray Takeda, Michel Cittadino, Treck Tauger, Eric Schock, Alex DiMarco, who's going to get a good points boost. Bob Cortez and Andrew Robinson, who's up in the top 30. Still not too good, but the win really helps. Then there's Seth Cole, who despite having a good day is going to lose a spot. Chris Aurelio, Kevin Ulrich, Jeff Evans, and Alex Tanker has finally locked himself in, so he does not have to worry about ruined Lengths of Search this time. Here at the point 36 and back, Billy Bishop's no longer locked in. Dylan Young is still so close, but just not there yet. Justin Benoit going to get a good points boost. See, Matt Duell's also going to get a good one as well. Thomas Beatty up into the top 50. Now, I actually want to point out that at this stage in the game, there's actually drivers that mathematically cannot win the championship when we get to them. I'll tell you. I believe from Sam Young. Oh, sorry, not. Oh, well, I missed the opportunity. I thought it was the wrong position, but one of these drivers is not. Well, it's actually quite a few of these drivers cannot win the championship anymore. I'll just put an annotation. Rookie of the Year points. William Duncan's on top by a great margin over Dom Caps, followed by Kenneth Bliss Jr., Bartel, Caps, Robinson, Takita, Guerra, Shock, and Cortez rounding out that top 10. The Rookie of the Year battle looks to be in William Duncan's favor, but the season is not over yet. As next time we head to Rouen-les-Certes in France, but we are going to take a week off before that happens. Next week is the the second anniversary of the Utica Home Track Series, which started in 2011 on July 19th. Hope to see you there and leave your suggestions for what you think we should do for an anniversary match. Just not something too taxing. It is my vacation.